ladies and gentlemen. We are here with Mission 3, the finale for this campaign. The Knights of Nessalon, the survivors of the last mission, have entered, as you can see, through this broken opening into the supposed chapter keep of the Emperor's Hunters, or at least one of their chapter keeps. They dropped crack grenades as they came in to close the doorway, I suppose. Behind them, they collapsed the tunnel. However, outside they can hear the scrabbling of Tyranids as they start scratching at the rocks, and they can hear the rending of metal as they tear through the abandoned rhino. As you'll recall from last time, we have Bishop Odo, Paladin-Lord Marcus, and then the as yet unnamed Lone Wolf. Maybe he will earn his name right here with the dual plasma pistols. And then the driver of the rhino, who is able to scavenge the the power axe from one of his fallen brothers. So this is our crew as we are going to go through and explore this map through here and see what there is to discover in this chapter keep. So this will be a fusion of a little more D&D role-playing elements, as well as using the 9th edition Warhammer 40k rule set for combat and whatnot. And we will explain things that need to be explained as we go. So we are going to start Knights of Nessalon turn 1 now. The Knights of Nessalon have begun moving into the structure. As Bishop Odo passes by these two statues right here of the Knight of the Emperor's Hunters and the Chaos Lord, he is suddenly overtaken by a vision. He sees his 3 other battle brothers frozen around him, and he feels compelled to turn and look at this battle frozen in time next to him. And as he does that, the Emperor's Hunter's Knight turns and takes a step towards him, and he says, "The Knights have returned to the keep. Do you know what lies within?"
The relic the Emperor told me about?
That the Emperor told you about.
The visions of the Emperor are frequently given to crusades within our chapter.
He looks at you and he says, "Well, be it from the Emperor or from whatever source, you are in the right place. We have been waiting for a long time for one of the Emperor's Hunters, the original, to return here. Although you may not find exactly what you would like."
We will find what is there.
"Okay. Well, you will be tested." He says, "There's an ancient saying that a knight who wishes to go on a quest that truly means anything, must go into the darkest part of the forest, or as it appears to him at least. And you have definitely entered here, Bishop. Your trials will begin now." And as he snaps back into reality, he sees that the statue is no longer there. He is up here on the plinth, and the Chaos Lord is very much alive, but his battle brothers are still frozen. He'll have to fight it out. All right, we're going to start off this fight. It's a little bit of a hybrid battle here, so we're going to roll for initiative, just a d6. I'll roll for the Chaos Lord. He gets a 1.
Rolls a 6.
All right, that is an auspicious omen for the Knights. It is Bishop Odo coming up next. Bishop Odo will shoot his Storm Bolter first, and we have 3 hits.
3 hits?
Yep.
Late wounding on force?
Yes.
1 wound.
1 wound, okay. This Chaos Lord has a 2-up armor save. There it is. Okay, Storm Bolter bounces off of his plate. Would you like to charge?
Yeah, I'll charge now.
All right, that makes sense. We actually already did the Overwatch off camera. I made a mistake earlier. The Chaos Lord missed with his Melta. So, although he does have a combi Melta, so he will actually fire his Bolter as well. And he misses twice. All right, no big deal. There goes that. So, you ready with your attacks?
Yep.
Okay.
3 attacks base, plus Saga of the Wolfkin, plus Shock Assault.
All right, and his aura from before his saga is still going off since this mission is taking place mere moments after the end of the last mission. So,
let's see, that is a lot of ones.
All right, yep, and no rerolls because of the Paladin-Lord is frozen.
Wounding on 2s. 2 wounds, AP -3.
All right, 2 wounds, so 2 5-up invulnerable saves, or excuse me, 4-up invulnerable saves from this Chaos Lord. Okay, he takes D3 damage.
Alrighty. 1 damage.
For 1, okay. Fantastic. The Chaos Lord has 5 attacks with his power sword or his staff. We're going to count them as the same thing. Hitting on 2s. Ooh. Wounding on 4s, because it's strength user. That is 2 wounds at AP -3.
So 2 4-ups.
4-up invulnerable saves.
Yes. Save 1, fail 1.
Okay, so in the first round of combat, they both do a single wound to each other, and the duel will continue. Okay, Bishop Odo is ready to hit back. And we forgot to mention that the Chaos Lord is not using any of his auras right now. So just thought I'd throw in all those ones that he had last time. So, ready?
I have 3 attacks base, plus 1 for Saga of the Wolfkin.
All right.
That is 4 hits.
All right. Shouldn't it be 3? Because he doesn't have his chapter tactics anymore?
Yeah,
Yep.
because he's not charging anymore.
No worries.
And then 3 wounds, AP -3.
Okay, there's 3 4-up invulnerable saves. Ooh, only make 1. That's 2d3 damage. You could kill him right here.
Let's see, it's 4 damage.
4 damage. Okay, he has a single wound left, and he will hit back with his 4 attacks with the power sword, hitting on, oops, 5 dice there, hitting on 2s, wounding on 4s. It's only 1 wound.
Alrighty. Save.
Save. Okay. Fantastic. Oh, and nah, it's ready. Let's go. Next round.
Next round, alright. Hitting on 3s, those all hit.
There you go.
Wounding on 2s. No 1s.
All right.
1s.
Here it is. Okay. He is killed. The Chaos Lord is taken down. As the dust settles from the fight and the Chaos Lord is defeated, or the apparition, whatever it was, the Emperor's Hunter's champion comes back and he looks at you and he says, "Well done, Bishop. Perhaps you have the skills and the might to take on this task after all. I wasn't sure what had happened to our bloodline in the intervening centuries and millennia." And with that, he disappears and he sets you back where you were. And your battle brothers are moving again, and they appear to not have noticed that anything happened. And this statue, or these statues, are back exactly where they were before. And you may continue with your turns.
Alright.
Okay, so the Knights of Nessalon have moved deeper into this area. They've all advanced. They look up through here and everything appears to be quiet right now. There's still scrabbling back down here at the entrance from the Tyranids. And even though the rooms are empty, they start hearing some skittering and some movement in the walls. And as they look around, even though the structure and the walls are still mostly intact, they can see that there are a lot of holes up near the ceiling, ledges, gaps, places where the rock has been cracked and broken. Definitely spots where an enemy can get in. So even though these halls are empty now, the knights are sure that that will not be the case for long. So we'll come back with the Tyranids' first turn after this. Okay, the Tyranids have begun to scramble from the broken cracks in the rocks and the walls. And there are no shooting units out yet. We have 7 Gene Stealers down here. And we have, I believe, 10. We have 10 Hormagaunts down here, so there's no shooting. They are, however, going to charge. The Gene Stealers, pre-measured, they need a 12. And they got an 11. Whew! That was close. They almost made it. And then these Hormagaunts are going to charge the Paladin-Lord, and it looks like they need a 7 or an 8. That's a 12. That's a 12. Okay, so The Hormagaunts are going to get into combat as they scramble out, and we will see how the Knights deal with it coming up next. Okay, the Hormagaunts have moved in, and everyone who can heroically intervene has done so. If you recall, this guy was a lone wolf from the last mission, so now he has 3 wounds, rerolling hits and wounds, and he's also considered a character, so Space Wolves can heroically intervene up to 6 inches. Beautiful. So they have now encircled the Hormagaunts. The cunning plan from these little Gribblies has been foiled. So where would you like to start? You have Armor of Russ. I don't see them lasting too long, but their job wasn't to kill you anyway.
Okay, I'm going to start with the Lone Wolf. He's got 3 attacks base because he's a veteran sergeant. +1 for shock assault and heroically intervened. Well, shock assault applies there, right?
Yes, for heroic intervention it does.
And then +1 for being in the chaplain's 6-inch bubble and the bishop's bubble.
Okay.
Hitting on 2s because of rerolling that 1.
Yep, because of chapter tactics.
Chapter tactics, yep.
All right, is
Moving on forward.
everyone having hits?
All right, 2, 4, 5 wounds.
Re-rolling for being a lone wolf.
He's pistol whipping the crap out of him.
Here's 3. I saved 1. I saved 2 of them. So he kills 3. Who's next?
The Wolf Lord is going to have 6 attacks with his Thunder Hammer.
All right, Paladin-Lord is up.
Paladin-Lord of Wolves. And those are his puppy.
Oh, yeah. Okay, did both at the same time. Got it. All right, so these are killing on 2s.
Killing on 2s, killing on 3s.
How many we got? 4 or 5 more?
5 more.
Okay, so that's 8 gone. There's 2 left for Bishop Odo.
3 base, Shock Assault, Saga of the Wolfkin. And we're rolling that 1. Because Wolf Lord, Paladin-Lord of Wolves.
Okay,
Okay.
this should be it. Unless you get a Yahtzee of 1s. You were pretty close, but he got exactly what he needed. Okay, fantastic. So they have taken out the Hormagaunts. We will remove those models and come back after consolidation if they want to consolidate next. Knights of Nessalon movement phase is over. We're not keeping track of turns. Turns don't matter in this encounter. So they've moved in.
Assault Doctrine then?
No. No doctrines. We're not battle forged or anything like that. So, okay, we are going to start shooting as they converge on these Gene Stealers. So, what are you going to start with?
Mega overcharging plasma pistol, exploding on 3s.
Really? Overcharging? I was like, that's brave. That is brave. No command points, no nothing.
It's entirely unnecessary.
Let's open up to the Emperor. Oh, all right. 2 wounds
2 wounds, AP -3.
from the plasma. All right, 5 invulnerable saves. Oh, Gene Stealers are dodging left, dodging right, getting out of the way of that plasma. All right, so we've got Stormbolter next, right? From Bishop
Yep.
Odo. All right.
Stormbolter. Rerolling 1.
Okay, 3 hits.
And 1 wound.
1 wound. 5 up. Fails. Okay, you got 1 Gene Stealer.
Stormbolt is apparently deadlier than a plasma pistol.
That's what I've been told. Yeah, it goes faster. All right.
Alrighty, I'm gonna have that Grey Hunter there and charge. Let's see.
Charge? Okay. Well, wait, there's no, the Grey Hunter, there's no space for him to,
Oh, you can't charge through your own model?
no, not a different unit.
Okay.
Yeah, you got plenty of options here for charging,
2
so.
inches, 2 inches, 2 inches.
Okay,
And I rolled a 9.
no worries. Yep.
That's
I'll
all
take
it's
this guy out because he's gone. Okay, fantastic. We will come back with the fight phase. This will probably be fairly short because of the power that's being put against 6 Gene Stealers. We'll be back.
Alright, Grey Hunter attacking first.
All right, we've got 3 attacks, hitting on 3s,
Hitting
or
on
2s,
2s.
that's right. Space Wolves, yep, that's awesome.
And 1 wound.
1 wound, oh, he's got an axe. That's right. 5 invulnerable save, fail. All right, he takes his pound of flesh from the Gene Stealers. All right, fantastic. Who's next?
Oh, he actually has 1 extra attack because of Saga of the Wolfkin.
Oh, that's right.
Zibishal. Alright, that's a wound.
That's another one, all right. 5 invulnerable save, fails. All right, he takes 2 pounds of flesh.
Okay, and then Bishop, Saga, and Charge. We're rolling 1s because Paladin-Lord wants to
Oops,
stay.
sorry guys, knocked the camera. All right,
Winning on 2s, and 3 wounds.
3 wounds. 5 ups. I make 2. All right, so he only takes 1 down. And we've got who next?
The veteran lone wolf right there. 3 attacks base for being a veteran sergeant. 1 for shock assault. 1 for the bishop. Rerolling
Awesome.
everything that fails. Because lone wolves kick. And rerolling everything that fails. Still fails. Okay.
4. Okay. All right, we got 4 file saves again. Make 1. So that is the end of the Gene Stealers. Okay. So, as expected, the Knights have taken down this first little wave of Tyranids. The first ones to scramble out. As we all know, though, in war, the front lines usually get slaughtered. So, I assure you, there will definitely be more bugs coming in from all corners very soon. We'll be back with the Tyranids' turn next. The Tyranids have spawned in 10 more Hormagaunts down here from the same place as before. And we can hear the banging on the door of a large creature. And now, as the collapse that the Knights have caused is starting to be broken through, some of the smaller bugs are creeping in. So we'll see what happens as the game goes on. But it looks like that the path is forward for the Knights. So that is all for the Tyranids' turn this time. They are taking a little bit to get warmed up. So we'll move on to the Knights' next turn and see what happens next. Okay, the Knights have finished their moves. They all advanced, and because of it's Odo's warlord trait, correct? That allows them to advance and charge his saga?
That would be the Paladin.
That's the Paladins? Okay, so the Paladin-Lord allows them to advance and charge, and so they have done that. This Grey Hunter has failed his charge. He only rolled a 4, and he was outside of the aura of Bishop Odo when he made that roll. So that's all right. He's back here. Hopefully he can run fast from the bugs coming this way. This fight is not really in doubt because the Hormagaunts are going last. So we will come back to you after they are gone and we've consolidated. The Hormagaunts stood no chance. I think the Paladin-Lord he didn't fail to kill anything that he swung at him or his wolf. So
9 kills.
yeah, they kicked some butt, and then the last one was easily mopped up. So as the fight ends, Bishop Odo is down right here and perfectly facing the correct direction, sees another living soul down here. And everyone, I know you know that's a Culexus assassin model. He's not a Culexus assassin, but it is a humanoid in a black body glove with some tech and some gear sneaking around, and he's holding what looks like a large tome, a book, in his hands. And as Bishop Odo finishes with the last Hormagaunt, he sees the figure sprint with inhuman speed towards this area. He loses sight now. He's out of line of sight, but he hears a door shink, rumble open, and then close back down behind. So it is now the Tyranids' turn, but that is what has happened here, and we will see what happens if we can catch this interloper or what he's doing here in the next turns. The Tyranid movement phase is complete. We have some more Gene Stealers deep striking here, lining up a charge against this poor Rhino driver over here. And then the Termagants have advanced. They rolled very poorly. Only one of them is within range with their weapons. And some bigger beasties are starting to come through the doors. We have some warriors coming through as this barrier begins to collapse. And there is much roaring and gnashing of teeth behind there. And also back through here, the skittering has continued to increase, and some more banging and more powerful footsteps down over here. So we will roll for the Termagant, see if it can hit with its weapon, hitting on 5s. Oh, it's a 6, it hits. And strength 4, wounding on 4s. That's a 2, it misses. All right, that's the Tyranid shooting phase. Move right into the charge phase with the Gene Stealers. They need a 9. And it's a 6. Okay, that was another quick Tyranid turn. So we will see what the Knights do next. The Knights of Nessalon have finished their movement phase, and some new pieces of terrain have been revealed. So we have some Xenos technology right here. This is definitely not Imperial. The piece of equipment appears to be dormant at this time, but who knows with Xenos tech. And down here, there is more Xenos technology, and then also there appears to be a battle going on, although no sounds were heard previously of bolter shells. And as Bishop Odo comes forward, he sees that the Emperor's Hunters Marines are fighting against the Imperial Guard and Navy forces that betrayed their chapter many thousands or several thousand years ago. Fighting with them is one of the Skitarii from the Loyal Mechanicus forged ships that aided them during the betrayal. And he can also see that 2 of Battle Brothers from the Emperor's Hunters have been shot in the back by las guns. So we will continue on with the... Well, what does Bishop Odo think about this? What does he think when he sees these pieces of technology? He sees this battle going on. He's spoken with the knight.
This is clearly some visions from the sacred psilocybin he was imbibing in earlier.
All right, we have learned something about the Knights of Nessalon. What does Bishop Odo think about these developments?
He looks upon them and recognizes that they are clearly visions akin to what he witnessed with the statues earlier, and begins to move closer to take stock of things.
Roger that. We will be back when they do that.
So Stormbolter is going to be shooting at one of those filthy guards.
Okay, one of the traitors. So Bishop Odo is firing.
2
hits.
And 1 wound.
1 wound. Okay. And does not make the save. All right. And will the Vanguard veteran, the Lone Wolf, will he be firing?
I don't believe he's in range.
12 inches? You're right. We can check, but that's going to be close. He is definitely within range. Overcharge? All right.
Oh, I guess he rerolls it. Yeah.
Nope. Okay.
That wounds.
That wounds. All right. And no save. So, as the shots come in, these 2 guardsmen are killed. These Marines start to turn and look back, but then the vision dissipates and all of them disappear. Tyranid forces continue to pour in through the gap in the wall, and the Genestealers have advanced up to here, and they have a 5 or 6 inch charge to get to the Paladin-Lord, and the Termagants have advanced again, as well as have the Tyranid warriors. So the Venom Cannon is an assault weapon. It is within range over here, and then some of the Termagants will be able to fire as well. So we'll be back with the Tyranids shooting phase next. Okay, first we're going to start with 4 of these Termagants. They are going to shoot their flesh borers at the Paladin-Lord. So hitting on 5s because they advance. Oh, these Termagants have come to play. And strength 4 versus toughness 5. 3 wounds. No AP.
So 3/2 ups.
He has Artificer armor?
No, but he has a storm shield. And it's
Oh, that's right. He has a storm shield.
Saved.
I was really hoping the Termagants could take a wound off him. Okay, and the Venom Cannon now D3 shots for 2. Hitting on 5s because he advanced. That's 2 misses. Somehow, Tyranid warriors have ballistic skill of 4. Okay, that is the shooting phase. The only thing we're going to do is charge with the Genestealers into the Paladin-Lord. They get a 4. That is not enough. All right, so the Tyranids have whiffed this turn, and we'll move on to the Knights of Nessalon turn next. Okay, actually we mismeasured, and that was a 4-inch charge, so they are in. So we are going to attack. Armor of Rust has been used. That is such a badass artifact. So coming in on the Genestealers. Where are we rolling? Right over here?
Right over
Perfect.
Here. Hitting on 2s, we're rolling 1s. Yeah, that's a 5. Okay.
All right.
Wounding on, I believe, 2.
Yes, 2s. Toughness 4.
4 wounds, 3 minus 3.
4 wounds. Okay. 4 5 invulnerable saves. I make 2.
Ooh.
So he kills 2. All right.
That means they are going to be able to strike back.
Yep. So 2 of these guys are gone. Okay, now it's your wolf's turn. Hitting on...
Rerolling 1s, hitting
Okay.
on 2s. He uses the Wolf Lord stat line as far as I know. Those
Okay.
do not count.
Nope.
What's that?
It's
Okay.
3 hits.
Okay, 3 hits.
It's a 2.
Okay.
Wounding on
3s.
3.
Basically a heavy bolter stat line.
Okay. All right. 3 5-up saves. I make none of them. So 3 of them are killed. So there are 2 left. Okay, that is 6 attacks from the Gene Stealers into the or the Paladin-Lord, hitting on 3s. Oh my word. Missed with 3 of them. And then wounding on, I'm using Rending Claws here. So that is 1 wound at AP -1.
1 wound, AP
Yep.
-1.
So 1 3-up save. Where'd you do that? Way over there?
Right
Okay.
here. That is a 5.
All right, fantastic. He makes the save. All right, so that is the end of this turn. It is now the Knights of Nessalon turn next. The Knights' movement phase is over, and they have moved over to this door to follow the Xenos who came from over here. Now, these little power fields down here, they have a book-shaped hole in them, or a depression, I should say, down in between these little tines. And so it doesn't take a whole lot of deduction to figure out that the artifact that the Xenos stole and ran through this door with came from here initially, from the Xenos lectern or stand that we have there. The Paladin-Lord has decided to stay in combat. The Wolfguard, the Knight, has gotten another huge roll on his advance. I think we've had serious advance rolls so far in this game. And I think we've had 1 that was below 5, which is fantastic for the Knights. So they're up here preparing to open this door. We will come back after we see what is behind those doors. The door opens, and there are Gene Stealers and a Carnifex waiting for the Knights of Nessalon on the other side. There is still some movement to be done in the movement phase. Bishop Odo has not taken his move yet, and neither has the Paladin-Lord, although he will probably stay in close combat. We'll make that decision later. And so we will come back to you guys after the movement phase is complete. All right, the Bishop has decided to take on the Gene Stealers instead of perhaps jumping back. So we'll move on to the shooting phase. Where would you like to begin?
We'll have the Bishop shooting 4 shots into the Carnifex.
Into the Carnifex. All right, with his Stormbolter. Okay.
Hitting on 3s. 1 hit.
1 hit. All right. 5s.
No wound.
Okay.
Alrighty. 2 plasma pistol shots going into the Carnifex as well. Should be wounding on 5s, I believe, which is toughness 8.
Toughness 7.
Toughness 7 wounding on 4s then. So 2
Okay,
hits.
so no overcharge. Got it.
And rerolling failed wound with 1 roll.
That's right. That's
2
awesome.
wounds, AP -3.
AP -3. I have a 3-up armor save, so that is going to be 2 6s. I got 1. So
Alright.
he takes 1 wound. He is down to 7. I do believe that is all the shooting. There are no pistols over here, and this guy, the Rhino Driver, has advanced. All right, fantastic. We're going to charge?
Yep. Bishop's gonna get stuck in.
All right, is he charging the Gene Stealers?
Just the Gene Stealers.
Okay, and then is the Lone Wolf going in with him?
Nope, he is not.
He's not? Okay. All right, we will come back in the fight phase. Bishop Odo, he charges in alone to face the Tyranid beasts. He has, 5 attacks?
5 attacks, so yeah, 3 base, plus the Saga, plus Shock Assault.
Fantastic. 2s, no rerolls, and then 2s again. What do we got?
1,
Okay, so 4 hits. That's a good start. And,
wounding on 2.
okay, 4 wounds. All right, can the Gene Stealers make their 5 invulnerable saves? They make 2. Okay, so 2 of them are killed. That could be significant. This is a lot of attacks coming back. We will see if the Bishop can survive. Okay, it's time for the Gene Stealers to hit back. 15 attacks hitting on 3s. I'll just cut this out. And wounding on 4s, Rending Claws. Okay, so we have some wounds here. We have 4 wounds, 1 rending. So we have 4 invulnerable saves, all just 1 damage.
Alrighty.
All right. Yep, it's a good spot.
And failed 1.
Okay, he takes 1 wound. Fantastic. All right. So that is that. The Gene Stealers will consolidate right here. And it looks like the Carnifex will not be able to get in, but we will see what happens over here next in the Tyranids' turn. We forgot to do the combat with the Paladin-Lord, and he slaughtered the Gene Stealers, no problem. So now we will move on to the Tyranids' movement phase. So we are back, and the Termagants have come around this corner, and the Warriors have moved up. They can't really... Yeah, they can draw some line of sight down there. And then the Gene Stealers moved up. They rolled very poorly on their advance. And then some more Gribblies have come through the gate. So we have a fairly short shooting phase. We have these Termagants right here. 11 of them can shoot at the Paladin-Lord. So they did not advance, so they will be hitting on 4s. And there's that. And wounding on 5s. 2 wounds, no AP. So you've got your 2-up. Storm Shield saves.
2 saves.
What do we got? 2 saves? All right, fantastic. Now I'm going to fire 1 Devourer and 1 Venom Cannon from the Tyranid Warriors. So the Devourer is an Assault 3, hitting on 4s. That's 2 hits. Strength 4. It's wounding on 5s. Whoops. That's 1 wound. I do not believe there is any AP.
All right.
So another 2-up save.
Fail.
Ooh, okay.
Right. How much damage?
1.
1 damage.
Takes
He's
a
down
wound.
to 6 wounds.
Okay, so next we have D3 shots. 1 shot from the Venom Cannon hitting on 4s, and that misses. That is the end of the Tyranid shooting phase. I will roll for the charge to see how far around these Termagants get. That's an 8. We will move them in and come back in the fight phase. Okay, the charge phase is complete, and we've had 2 heroic interventions over here. Forgot to mention earlier, this guy, the Rhino Driver, is considered a character in this mission just because it's small unit tactics and more, like we said earlier, more D&D style in some aspects with 40k rules. So Space Wolf tactics that the Knights of Nessalon are using, characters can heroically intervene up to 6 inches. Beautiful. We have this guy, Paladin-Lord, surrounded by Termagants. We know that he knows no fear. He is completely over them being around him. Armor of Rust has been activated. That means, with the new 9th edition rules, that even though the Tyranids charged, with the Armor of Rust making them go last, the Knights get to go first. And we are activating Bishop Odo, is that correct?
No, we're going to be activating the this guy over here. So he's re-rolling all of his hits and all of his
Really?
wounds.
Okay. All right.
And,
You wanna think for a second?
No, he's going to be hitting first.
Okay.
5 attacks, hitting on 2s, winning on 3s. Basically the reverse of this.
Roger that.
So with an extra attack. And then re-rolling the 1.
Yep.
So that's all hits.
Okay.
Hitting on 3s.
3s.
Wounding on
is
4s.
it?
You're right.
Yeah,
4s.
4s. Okay. You're re-rolling. So, oh, thankfully. You got that 3 in there too.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. That was bad luck. All right.
3 total. Okay. 3 5-up saves. Can the Gene Stealers dodge? No, they can't. Okay, that ended up being a good choice. He takes 3 of them down. I'll remove those models, and now the Gene Stealers will be activated. Okay, it's time for the Gene Stealers to hit back. So, I rolled a die randomly because I could not figure out exactly what I wanted to do to split their attacks. And the Hive Mind, or the Dice Gods, or the Emperor, no matter how many arms he may or may not have, he's decided that it is time to go after both of them. So the first 3 attacks are going to go into Chaplain Odo, or Bishop Odo. My apologies. That's 3 hits. These are, of course, Rending Claws. So wounding on 4s. That's 1 wound, but it is a rend. So it will be a 4-up save. All right, he makes it. Okay, now 3 attacks into the Lone Wolf. That's 2 hits. Now, rending on this guy will be a problem because, although he will survive, 1 wound, AP -1, so 1 4-up save.
Fail.
He fails. Okay, so he takes a wound. All right, the Tyranids in this game are considered fearless until further notice. I don't know if I've mentioned that yet. So the Gene Stealers will stay in combat. Okay, are we ready to activate somebody else now?
Yes, the Grey Hunter, the mechanic right here, is going to attack.
Okay,
So I believe he's using a sergeant stat line from the Grey Hunters.
let's check. We are attacking with The Rhino driver right here is using a normal Space Wolf stat line, and we have 2 attacks. Hitting on 2s because he heroically intervened, and that's their chapter tactic.
Alrighty.
There we go, wounding on 4s,
Wounding
or
on
3s, yep, his power axe.
2 wounds.
All right, can he take them down? No, no, the Gene Stealers dodged that axe. They don't care. Okay. All right, where are we going next?
Power Fist.
Power Fist, Chaplain Odo.
Oh, actually, he does get an extra attack because he's in Chaplain Odo's.
Oh, that's correct.
aura.
Okay, yep.
So that hits.
It's a hit.
And no wound.
Okay. Worked out.
So then we have 4 attacks, 3 base, plus 1 for the Warlord traits.
The Saga. Everything hits?
Everything hits.
It's a beautiful thing. 2s.
And 4 wounds.
Ooh, all right. Gene Stealers, did Bishop Odo just say dodge this?
He did.
He definitely did. Oh, Trinity. I love the Matrix.
I haven't watched that in 6 months.
Since you were a little girl. Okay, time for the Paladin-Lord with his armor of rust to strike the Termagants down. We are starting with the Thunderhammer.
Thunderhammer, yes.
Wonderful. 5, 6 attacks. 5.
5.
You're rolling 1s because of himself, hitting on 2s because of that chapter trait. 5 hits. This is reminding me of Grut Edge Smasher from the last one. What do we got here?
5 wounds.
That's 5 dead ones. I don't know if you all watched the Orcs versus Tears of Baal. If you haven't, check that out. But he's looking like Grut Edge Smasher to me, just destroying everything he touches in close combat.
That's his job as a 3.
Indeed it is. Okay. 3 of them. These are from the Wolf.
Yes, these are the puppies, crushing teeth, and jaws.
All right.
3 hits. Or wait,
This is a wound roll.
2 wounds then.
2 wounds? Okay, so you have AP -1, right? So
AP
that's 2
-1.
dead. So that's 7 Termagants killed. I'll remove those models and come back with their attacks next. Okay, so we did the Termagants attacks off camera, and they actually did 2 wounds, and the Paladin-Lord failed one of his 2-up saves. So he is down to 5 wounds. And that is the end of the turn. There are no leadership tests that need to be taken because the Tyranids are fearless or dead. And so we are going to move on to the Tyranids' turn next. Sorry guys, I misspoke before. It is now the Space Wolf's turn. So we just rolled for the Litany of Song of Fire and Ice that went off. It adds a damage for every attack against monsters, which should be very useful over here. And so we are going to shoot this Carnifex and fight these Termagants. Well, and then of course, fight the Carnifex as well. So we will be back with the dice and with the shooting next. Okay, the Knights of Nessalon have finished their movement, and all 3 of these characters have jumped over here on the other side of the Carnifex. And it appears that Paladin-Lord Marcus has volunteered to hold the line back here and stop the Tyranids from continuing their advance up around here and allow these 3 to move on. What does he say? What does the Lord Paladin say to Bishop Odo?
Continue onward. I shall stay and hold the line. Death in the Emperor's service is its own reward.
What a badass. All right, time for the shooting phase. We are starting with the Lone Wolf's plasma pistols. Will he be overcharging?
No, he will not.
Okay, I didn't think so. Here we are.
2 hits.
2 hits.
Putting on 4.
That's correct. Strength 7, toughness 7.
2
Oh,
wounds.
all right.
He -3.
2 6s. All right, makes 1. So the Carnifex has already taken a wound, so he is down to 6 now. Where are we going next? Stormbolter?
Stormbolter.
All right, from Bishop Odo himself.
And 2 hits. Wounding on 6s. No wounds.
No wounds. Okay. All right, that concludes the shooting phase. Will there be any charges?
No, there's not going to be any charging. They're going to see if they can hold that Carnifex off without eating 2 rounds of attack from it.
Okay. We shall come back to this fight over here as this brave Paladin-Lord Marcus holds the line. Okay, rewind real quick. We made a mistake. Bishop Odo was wounding on 5s, not 6s, so he actually did get 1 wound. So make a 3-up save for the Carnifex. All right, he fails. So that pays off. The Carnifex is down to 5 wounds. And we'll now move on to the fight phase. Okay, we've had a change of heart from the Knights. They jumped past the Carnifex, but then they saw how much they damaged it as they shot, taking chunks out of its hide, and decided to about face and see if they can eliminate it from the battlefield. So Bishop Odo is going to charge first into the Carnifex. He needs what looks like a 6.
Looks like it to me. 7.
That's a 7. That should be plenty. Yep, he is in.
All right. And
Other 2?
Plasma Slinger is going to be able to get in, but the other guy advanced, so he can't charge.
Okay. Oh, we've got
5 and a 2.
5 and a 2, 7. That's plenty. Fantastic. Okay, so they will be going first in the fight phase next. All right, start of the fight phase. Bishop Odo is going first, trying to teach this Carnifex what it means to stand against the Emperor's finest. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's roll. Power Fist.
3 attacks base, plus the 2.
They all hit. This is a recurring theme with Space Wolves in the fight phase.
Everything hits.
And then 3s. That's 4. And
AP minus 3.
all right, 4 6s. I make none. 43 damage. So unless you roll all 1s and 2s, he's dead. You did not roll all 1s and 2s. The Bishop takes down the Carnifex in single combat. We'll have him turn and face him. How does he take him down?
How does he take him down? So when they were shooting at him, they just shot the crap out of his face and knocked off multiple chitinous plates. And he just walked up to that thing, grabbed it by its slavering jaws, and pounded his power fist into it again and again and again until its skull ceased to exist.
And that was the plan that the Emperor had the entire time. Fantastic. It's now time for Paladin-Lord Marcus to do his work. He's going to put his Thunderhammers into these Termagants, and then his Wolf is going to follow suit. All right, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's get it done.
4 Thunderhammer attacks because no shock assault, hitting on 3s.
2 hits. Wow.
And 2 wounds.
So 2 more dead. Okay, I think I'm going to actually have to rewind the footage there and make sure you actually only had 2 hits, because I don't believe it.
I rolled 2 2s.
No, I know, but you guys, Space Wolves, man, you guys kill it in close combat.
Only have to charge him. And re-rolling that 1.
All right.
Actually, the puppy is more accurate than the Thunderhammer is.
Indeed.
But it's wounding
Weapon
on
skill
3s.
2, that's pretty awesome.
And
No wounds.
No wounds. All
Okay,
right.
interesting. So the Termagants are going to pile in here. Now they're in base to base on here. And they will be hitting back in a moment. So not learning our lesson from before, kind of like Overwatch, Termagants put in 6 attacks and converted 3 wounds. We have 3 2-up saves, sir.
Alrighty. He fails none of them.
Okay, you have the same roll for your saves that I had for my wounds. Fantastic. All right, that'll do. Okay, so that is the end of the Knights of Nessalon turn. We will consolidate these guys off camera, and we will come into the Tyranids next turn. Okay, the Tyranids turn is going to be a very quick one. So these Termagants have moved up, rolled poorly for their advance. Kind of the same thing with the Gene Stealers. They did not get much of a roll. The Warriors, I've already rolled their charge. They moved up, charged in. They're in combat now. And then a Carnifex has appeared over here. This is apparently what was beating through all of the debris the whole time to get through that door. So, as I said, this is a quick turn. Armor of Rust is going to be activated on the Warriors. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay, so you get to go first because the only charging unit was the Warriors, and the opponent gets to go first.
So 5 attacks because of shock assaults.
Into the Warriors or the Termagants?
I'm going to put all 5 of the Thunderhammer hits into the Warriors.
Okay.
Which, well, apologies. 4 of them is going to go into the Warriors.
Okay,
Hitting
4
on
into the
2s,
Warriors.
rerolling 1s. So 4 hits.
All right.
And wounding on 2s. 4 wounds, AP minus 3.
Okay, so they don't get any saves. It's a flat 3 damage apiece, so they are gone. But with one of them has a Lash Whip and Bone Sword, so I need to check real quick, but I do know that they get an attack. Okay, the special rule for the Lash Whip and Bone Sword is that it gets to attack even if the model gets removed before it fights. So we have 3 attacks, hitting on 3s, that's 3 hits. Wounding on 5s, strength 4 versus toughness 5. Ooh, 2 wounds, AP minus 2.
So
Flat 1 damage. Yep, 2 4 saves.
2 saves.
Made him. All right, fantastic. There he goes. Okay, it is now the Termagant's
He's
turn.
got a Thunderhammer shot. And
Oh, that's right. Never mind. I forgot. Where are the puppies' attacks? They're going into the
Yeah,
Termagants?
everything except for
Okay.
the 4 Thunderhammer shots I declared is going into them. So we
Got
have
it.
3 puppy attacks and 1 Thunderhammer.
Okay.
1-1. Is that? Yeah, it's cocked.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay. Roll even higher. Alright, wounding on 3s. And 2 wounds. 2 AP minus 1.
Okay. Well then that's 2 dead Termagants.
And then the last Thunderhammer. What's that?
3.
It's a 3. Okay.
That's a hit.
Killing on a 2. And that's 2.
Okay, so that's 3 dead Termagants. We'll remove the models and come back. Okay, the Knights of Nessalon movement phase is ongoing. So they have moved up to this door and they open it. On the other side, they see a malfunctioning door right here. It's sparking and grinding on its gears. Looks like it's totally busted and impassable. They'd have to hit it with a power fist, which fortunately they have, or shoot it with plasma, or they could walk around this way. But they can see through the cracks that there is a cathedral, a ruined one, but it appears to be an Imperial Gothic cathedral that is still surviving underneath in this chapter keep. But there are no Tyranids as of yet, even though this area is very trashed. It's collapsed and broken in. And so we will see if it stays quiet or not in the upcoming turns. Okay, the Knights of Nessalon turn is over. The Lord Paladin, of course, wiped the last 3 Termagants from around him. And he is standing in the corridor. He can see that it is empty for now, but that will change very quickly as those Gene Stealers come around. And there is, of course, much scrabbling of movement all around him as the Tyranids begin to close the noose. We will see just how tight it becomes after the Tyranids movement phase. Tyranids movement phase is complete. We have a Mawloc coming in up here, deep striking from underground. The Gene Stealers have moved around. They didn't even have to advance to get within unfailable charge range. Termagants have advanced and come around. The Carnifex has advanced, and some more warriors have appeared over here. And there is much noise and whatnot all around the battle grid. But we're going to start with the mortal wounds roll for the Mawloc. So every enemy unit within 2 inches when they come up takes a certain number of mortal wounds on a d6 roll. So on a 1, nothing happens. 2 or 3, it's 1 mortal wound. 4 or 5, d3, and a 6 is flat 3. So I'm gonna make the roll. A 5, d3 mortal wounds, 4, 6 for 3. Okay, so he is down to 2 wounds. Paladin-Lord Marcus is selling his life dearly over here to give his battle brothers time to get out. What a boss. All right, we will come back with some shooting next. Okay, 5 shots from the Termagants, hitting on 5s. That's 2 hits. Wounding on 5, strength 4 versus toughness 5. That's no wounds. Okay, that is all the shooting for the Tyranids. The Gene Stealers have an unfailable charge. The Mawloc cannot charge the first turn it comes into combat, and no one else is within range. So I'll roll for the Gene Stealers right now. They get a 6. They're going to get as far as they can. And then we will move right on to the fight phase. The Gene Stealers have charged and piled in, so Armor of Rust is activated again. Maybe one day they'll FAQ that to once per battle, but for now, it's all the time. So we have 5 Thunderhammer attacks, and we have 3 Wolf attacks. And he's due his charge, so he has his chapter tactics again, so he's hitting on 2s. All right, everything hits.
Everything wounds?
Everything wounds. Okay, can the Gene Stealers dodge? 3 of them can. So only 2 of them are, only 2 of them are killed, and we have, is that the rolls for the wolf?
Yep, and rerolling the 1.
1.
Hits.
Okay.
And 2 wounds.
2 wounds. All right. 1 save. So only 3 Gene Stealers go down. All right, so we will come back with their attacks next. Gene Stealers with Rending Claws. All right, that was pretty good. Pretty good. All right. Wounding on 4s. 6s are rending. No rending, but we have 4 wounds. 4 wounds, AP -1. So 4 3-up saves. He only has 2 wounds left.
Failed 1.
Fails 1, okay. He is down to his final wound down here, holding the line for Bishop Odo. We'll come back in the Knights of Nessalon turn next. So the Knights of Nessalon movement phase is over. and they moved in over here. And as we come around, we have line of sight. We can see into the cathedral, and we see a portal, and our mysterious figure holding the artifact, the tome that Bishop Odo believes is what they were looking for. He is surrounded by piles of gene stealers, termagants, and other assorted beasts of the hive mind. Apparently, this figure has slain them all. And as Bishop Odo watches, the figure moves up to the portal, hits one of the buttons on it, and jumps through and disappears. Where that portal leads, maybe we'll find out, maybe we won't. But that is where the artifact is gone and where the figure is. We will see if the knights make it and what they decide to do once they get there. So the only thing to do right now is to fight the gene stealers. So here we are, 4 attacks, hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s.
All right, 3 of them, and 2s again.
3 wounds.
That's 3, okay. Make my 5 up vulnerable saves. I make 1, so 2 gene stealers fall. And now it's time for the wolf.
3 hits.
Okay.
And
Ooh, nothing at all. Okay, so 2 gene stealers will be able to hit back. So I'll get the dice right here. 5, 6. Oh wait, you get to, were those wound rolls of 1?
Yeah.
Okay, so they weren't hit rolls. Okay, so 5 of them hit, and rending claws. So 2 rends. That's it. 2 rends. So 2 4-up invulnerable saves from the storm shield.
Let's see. Failed 1.
Fails. That was his last wound. He falls to the gene stealers. Paladin-Lord Marcus. Well, at last. It took many, many Tyranids to bring him down, and he held the line to make sure that the Tyranids did not catch up over here to Bishop Odo. So what do they hear? What does Bishop Odo and Lone Wolf and then the Rhino Driver, what do they hear? What's he saying over the Vox as the gene stealers bring him down? Does he say anything?
He turned his Vox off as soon as they left eyesight.
Roger that. What a guy. That was fantastic. All right. We will be back with the rest in a moment. Tyranid's movement phase is complete. These 2 squads, the Hormagaunts, 10 of them, and 7 gene stealers have come in. Over here, I left the models right there, but, you know, the Knights of Nessalon don't have eyes on over there anymore, so these are all last known locations of the Tyranids. I think it's pretty clear, though, that they're going to be moving around and getting to where they need to be. So the only real things to do here are to roll charges against this rear guard. Does this Rhino Driver have a name? Do we know it?
Does he have a name? His name is...
You want to come back? Have a think?
His name is Tech Marine Cato.
Tech Marine Cato. Tech Marine in training. He was the Rhino Driver.
Tech Marine Initiate. He's not a full-on Tech Marine, obviously.
Perfect. Well, he is definitely earning his gears during this campaign. So let's roll these charges right here. Hormagaunts. That's an 11. Uh-oh. And Gene Stealers. That's a 10. Oh, no. This is going to be a problem. This is the end result. Tech Marine Initiate Cato's last stand. Here are the Hormagaunt attacks. Hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s because they have 2 pairs of Scything Talons, and that was an additional hit. Oh boy. Alright, this isn't looking good. Wounding on 5s because strength 3. That's 3 wounds. 3 wounds. Can he make his armor saves? No AP.
3 ups. He does not.
He doesn't. Okay. The Hormagaunts are able to bring him down, and the Gene Stealers trample over him as well. He did a great job. He kicked butt in this campaign. For only having 1 wound in this mission, it's pretty stellar that he got this far. Will he be remembered?
For looting a Power Axe, yes.
Roger that. So Bishop Odo and the Lone Wolf move up to the portal. They step over the bodies of the Gene Stealers and the other Tyranid bioforms that have been slain by the mysterious figure. The portal has been deactivated, but as they walk up, they look at the control panel, and Bishop Odo thinks he knows, through his experience, how to turn this on. He looks to the lone wolf. Does he say anything?
Countless dead have gotten us here. Let's not join them.
Lone wolf nods. Bishop Odo presses one of the buttons. Let's roll a d6. It's a 1. He presses the button, the portal turns on, and him and the lone wolf step through.
What's gonna happen there?
You'll have to turn in next time. There will definitely be a follow-up campaign to this to see where they end up.